This is Sandra's and Raymond's school. This is Sandra at her desk. This is Raymond at his desk. Sandra has brown eyes. Raymond has blue eyes. This is what their teacher said.
Blue-eyed people are smarter than brown-eyed people. They are cleaner than brown-eyed people. They are more civilized than brown-eyed people.
Sandra and her brown-eyed friends didn't like that day, but Raymond did.
I felt like I was a king, like I ruled them brown eyes, like I was better than them. Happy.
Now, the American adventure. The people and events shaping our lives and our times now. This week, The Eye of the Storm, an experiment in teaching the anatomy of prejudice, with ABC News correspondent Bill Butel.
Riceville, Iowa, with a population of a little less than 1,000 people, sees the turmoil and hears the angry voices of the times only in television. It has no ghetto, it has no campus, no riots, no demonstrations, no Negroes. Its people are all white and all Christian. It's a relatively poor town surrounded by large cornfields, and it's so far removed from the anguish of the cities that it was often hard for the people here to understand the forces that are dividing the United States today, until a teacher at the town school deliberately provoked an incident of discrimination based on color. It happened at the Community Elementary School in Riceville, the town's finest building. Here, nearly 600 farm children are educated by 55 teachers. And one of them, Mrs. Jane Elliott, is determined that along with reading and writing and the new math, her third-grade students will also learn about the prejudice and discrimination that are facts of life in this country.
Whoop, there goes a billion kilowatt. Whoop, there goes a billion kilowatt dam. So keep your high hopes, keep your high hopes, keep your high apple pie in the sky. Hopes of problems, just a toy balloon. They'll be bursting soon. They're just bound to go pop. Whoop, there goes another problem, girl. Whoop, there goes another problem, girl. Whoop, there goes another problem, kerplop, kerplop. You almost didn't say it at the right time, didn't you? Okay, I'd like to see you roll the tray for... On Monday, we had business as usual. We did a regular school day.
18.
Okay. Now, what multiplication facts did they give you?
6 times 3.
Right. Okay. How many sets?
6.
6 sets of
3.
3. Okay, what are 6 sets of 3? Count them again.
18.
Right, okay, now let's put that down here. I'm sorry that the rest of you have to wait, but we wait for you so you can wait for him. I think part of education is having a child learn something about living beyond the textbook. Good job. Good job, very good. Keep telling you, you're the best there is. These are very, very good. Good job. The morning after Martin Luther King was killed, a child came into the room and said, they shot a king last night. Why did they shoot a king? And we had to discuss it. We discussed it, and I had thought about this all evening the night before, watching this horror on television. And at the time, we were studying an Indian unit, and I was ironing the teepee as I was listening to this thing, and it became so utterly ridiculous to me. This whole thing is so senseless and based on something so illogical that I thought they had to find out. Children have to find out. Adults obviously don't care, or if they do care, they don't care enough to do anything, or are incapable of doing something. I don't know. I think children have to be told that this is wrong, and telling them they can turn you off. I wanted them to be involved in finding out what happened. I wanted them to know at least a little bit about how it feels to be stepped upon. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United is a special week. Does anybody know what it is?
National Brotherhood.
National Brotherhood Week. What's brotherhood?
Be kind to your brothers. Be kind.
Okay, be kind to your brothers.
Like you would like to be treated.
Treat everyone the way you would like to be treated. Treat everyone as though he was your brother. And is there anyone in this United States that we do not treat as our brothers?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
The black people. Who else?
Indians.
Absolutely, the Indians. And when many people see a black person or a yellow person or a red person, what do they think?
Look at that. Dumb people.
They look at the dumb people. What else do they think sometimes? What kinds of things do they say about black people?
They're niggers.
In the city, many places in the United States, how are black people treated? How are Indians treated? How are people who are of a different color than we are treated?
They're part of this world. They don't get anything in this world.
Why is that?
Because they're different colors.
You think you know how that would feel to be judged by the color of your skin?
Yeah.
Do you think you do? No, I don't think you would know how that felt unless you had been through it, would you?
No.
Is there anything about you people that is different from one another that we could use to make part of you?
Like the eyes, what color the eyes are?
Okay, we could use the color of your eyes. How many in here have blue eyes? Okay, how many in here have brown eyes? It might be interesting to judge people today by the color of their eyes. Would you like to try this?
Yeah!
Sounds like fun, doesn't it? Since I'm the teacher and I have blue eyes, I think maybe the blue-eyed people should be on top the first day.
Up here?
I mean, the blue-eyed people are the better people in this room. Oh, yes, they are. Blue-eyed people are smarter than brown-eyed people.
My dad isn't. I got pooped.
Is your dad brown-eyed?
Yeah.
One day you came to school and you told us that he kicked you.
He did.
Do you think a blue-eyed father would kick his son?
Yeah. My
dad's blue-eyed. He's never kicked me. Greg's dad is blue-eyed. He's never kicked him. Rex's dad is blue-eyed. He's never kicked him. What color eyes did George Washington have?
Blue.
Blue. This is a fact. Blue-eyed people are better than brown-eyed people. Are you brown-eyed or blue-eyed?
Blue.
Why are you shaking your head?
I don't know.
Are you sure that you're right? Why? What makes you so sure that you're right?
I don't know.
The blue-eyed people get 5 extra minutes of recess, while the brown-eyed people have to stay in. The brown-eyed people do not get to use the drinking fountain. You'll have to use the paper cups. You brown-eyed people are not to play with the blue-eyed people on the playground because you are not as good as blue-eyed people. Well, the brown-eyed people in this room today are going to wear collars so that we can tell from a distance what color your eyes are. Now, the blue-eyed people, each of you can pick out someone on whom to put a collar. So the blue-eyed people each come up and get a collar. You can choose someone to put this collar on. Where are the most fun seats in the room, at the front or the back?
Front.
Front. Who should sit in the front then? I think the blue-eyed people should, absolutely. On page 127? 127. Is everyone ready? Everyone but Laurie. Ready, Laurie?
Brown-eyed.
She's a brown-eyed. You'll begin to notice today that we spend a great deal of time waiting for brown-eyed people. The yardstick's gone. Well, okay. I don't see the yardstick. Do you?
Come over there. Hey, Miss Knight. better keep that on your desk so if the brown-eyed people get out of hand.
Oh, you think if the brown-eyed people get out of hand, that would be the thing to use? Who goes first to lunch? The blue-eyed people. No brown-eyed people go back for seconds. Blue-eyed people may go back for seconds. Brown-eyed people do not.
Brown-eyed.
Don't you know?
Oh, they're not smart.
Is that the only reason?
Don't take too much.
Might take too much.
And tell the person that goes back to stay there because they'll wax for these new colors. So if they don't ask you, they just might go back.
Oh, you think I should alert the lunchroom help to know that these people should be treated
like
differently?
the woman that you go back for seconds, tell her. She'll know. Yeah. Tell her.
Probably we should do that, shouldn't we?
Miss Daly.
Okay, quietly, not a sound.
And it seemed like when we were down on the bottom, everything bad was happening to us. The way they treated you, you felt like you didn't even want to try to do anything. It seemed like Mrs. Elliott was taking our best friends away from us.
What happened at recess? Were two of you boys fighting?
Yeah, Russell and John were.
What happened, John?
Russell called me names and I hit him in the gut.
What did he call you?
Brown eyes.
Did you call him brown eyes?
They always call us that. Greg and all of the boys call us brown eyes. They say, come here, brown eyes. And they were calling us blue eyes. I wasn't. Sandy and Donna were. Yeah.
What's wrong with being called brown eyes?
It means that we're stupider. Well, not that, but... Oh, that's just the same way as other people call black people niggers. Yeah.
Is that the reason you hit him, John? Did it help? Did it stop him? Did it make you feel better inside?
Stop Russell.
Did it make you feel better inside? Did it make you feel better to call him brown eyes? Why do you suppose you call him brown eyes?
Right, because he has brown eyes.
Is that the only reason? He didn't call him brown eyes yesterday, and he had brown eyes yesterday. Didn't he?
Because we just thought of it. Ever since you put those blueprints on there. Tease them. Kind of tease them.
Oh, is this teasing?
No. Well, he did it.
Were you doing it for fun, to be funny, or were you doing it to be mean? I don't know. Don't ask me. Did anyone laugh at you when you did it? I watched what had been marvelous, cooperative, wonderful, thoughtful children turn into nasty, vicious, discriminating little third graders in a space of 15 minutes. I think I learned more from the superior children than I did from the children who were considered superior than I did from the children who were considered inferior, because their personalities changed even more than the others did. Whether this is what they would like to be inside, but society inhibits them, I don't know. But for one day we removed their inhibitions and they were ghastly. We didn't like one another very well by the end of the day, that first time. Yesterday, I told you that brown-eyed people aren't as good as blue-eyed people. That wasn't true. I lied to you yesterday. The truth is that brown-eyed people are better than blue-eyed people. Russell, where are your glasses?
I forgot them.
You forgot them, and what color are your eyes?
Blue.
Susan Ginder has brown eyes. She didn't forget her glasses. Russell Ring has blue eyes, and what about his glasses?
He forgot them.
He forgot them. All these brown-eyed people are listening to what we're saying. Look at Brian. Are blue-eyed people good listeners?
No.
Brian, will you put that down, please? Thank you. Yesterday we were visiting and Greg said, boy, I like to hit my little sister as hard as I can. That's fun. What does that tell you about blue-eyed people?
They're naughty. They fight a lot.
The brown-eyed people may take off their collars, and each of you may put your collar on a blue-eyed person.
Put our hands up. Oh, I'll wait for him all day.
You were. The brown-eyed people get 5 extra minutes of recess. You blue-eyed people are not allowed to be on the playground equipment at any time. You blue-eyed people are not to play with the brown-eyed people. Blue-eyed people go to the back, the brown-eyed people come to the front. Okay. Brown-eyed people are better than blue-eyed people. They're smarter than blue-eyed people. And if you don't believe it, look at Brian. Do blue-eyed people know how to sit in a chair? Very sad. Very, very sad. Who can tell me what contraction should be in the first sentence? Go to the board and write it, John. Come on. Loosen up. Here we go. That's better. Let's do it again. Oh, there's nothing like a W. Thank heaven for the blessing. Here we go. Come on, let's do it again. Loosen up. Up, up, up. Come on. That's better. Now, do you know how to make a W? Okay, write the contraction for we are. Now, that's beautiful writing. Is that better?
Yes.
Brown-eyed people learn fast, don't they?
Yeah.
Boy, do brown-eyed people learn fast. Very good. Greg, what did you do with that cup? Will you please go and get that cup and put your name on it and keep it at your desk? Blue-eyed people are wasteful. Okay, you want to be timed this morning?
Yeah. A.
I use Orton Gillingham Phonics. We use the card pack. And the children, the brown-eyed children, were in the low class the first day, and it took them 5.5 minutes to get through the card pack. The second day, it took them 2.5 minutes. The only thing that had changed was the fact that now they were superior people.
I thought you were going to get in the
You went faster than I ever had anyone go through the card pack. Why couldn't you get them yesterday?
We were collars on.
You think the collars kept you?
I just keep thinking about those collars.
Oh.
And my eyes kept getting rolling around.
Oh, and you couldn't think as well with the collars on.
Well,
4 minutes and 18 seconds.
I know we weren't going to make it.
How long did it take you yesterday?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. How long did it take you today?
4 minutes and 18 seconds.
What happened?
One down.
Why? What were you thinking of?
This.
I hate today.
How do you do? I hate too.
Because I'm blue-eyed.
See, I am too.
There's nothing, it's not funny, it's not fun, it's not pleasant. This is a filthy, nasty word called discrimination. We're treating people a certain way because they are different from the rest of us. Is that fair?
No.
Nothing fair about it. We didn't say this was going to be a fair day, did we?
No.
And it isn't. It's a horrid day. Okay, you ready? What did you people who are wearing blue collars now find out today?
Oh, yes. I know what they felt like yesterday.
I did too. How did they feel yesterday?
Down. Like a dog on a leash. Yeah. It feels like you're chaining them up wherever you go. Into prison. Like you're chaining them up into prison. Like you're shutting up and you're throwing the key away.
Should the color of some other person's eyes have anything to do with how you treat them?
No.
All right, then should the color of their skin?
No.
Should you judge people by the color of their skin?
No.
You're going to say that today, and this week, and probably all the time you're in this room. You'll say, no, Mrs. Elliott.
No.
Every time I ask that question.
No.
Then,
No, Mrs. Elliott.
when you see a black man or an Indian or someone walking down the street, are you going to say, look at that silly looking thing?
No.
Does it make any difference whether their skin is black or white?
No.
Or yellow?
No.
Or red?
No.
Is that how you decide whether people are good or bad?
No.
Is that what makes people good or bad?
No.
Let's take these collars off.
Hey, don't stick yourself out. No, it doesn't matter. I'd like to just jerk it off if I could. I'll get it. You'd have to sort it. Mr. Elliott, you can.
What would you like to do with them?
Throw them away.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Mr. Elliott. Don't eat them like
Now you know a little bit more than you knew at the beginning of this week.
Yes. A lot.
Do you know a little bit more than you wanted to?
Yes.
This isn't an easy way to learn this, is it?
No, Miss. Oh, well, you
Okay, now let's all sit down here together. Blue eyes and brown eyes. Does it make any difference what color you are?
No.
Down, girl.
Don't get it.
Oh, you found your friend, huh? Now, you get that? Okay, you ready to listen now? Okay, now are you back? That feel better? Does the color of eyes that you have make any difference in the kind of person you are? Does that feel like being home again, girls? Okay. Who knows the song? Anybody? Okay, who can sing it? What's the matter, Sheila?
She's crying a minute ago. Sheila was
I mean, feel better now? Miserable situation, isn't it? Okay. Who knows one? Where, oh, where is sweet little Sheila? Where, oh, where is sweet little Sheila? Where, oh, where is sweet little Sheila? Way down yonder in the pawpaw.
Jane Elliott's third graders have learned something of what it is to be isolated and separated from other people. Not because of what you are, but because of the color of your eyes, or the color of a piece of cloth around your neck, or the color of your skin. We don't know if these children will remember what they've learned, but it's not likely that they'll forget their courageous and creative teacher, who made their lives wretched for one day, and at the same time gave them the priceless understanding of human psychology. This is Bill Butel in Riceville, Iowa.
He had high hopes. He had high hopes. He had high apple pie in the sky. Hope so anytime you're feeling sad, instead of feeling bad, just remember that ram. Whoops, there goes a billion kilowatt. Whoops, there goes a billion kilowatt. Whoops, there goes a billion kilowatt dam. So keep your problems just a toy balloon. They'll be bursting soon. They're just gonna go pop.
John Causier speaking. This has been a presentation of ABC News.
Some